All right, I had to get this out. Um, this whole reparations thing, people are going online having conversations about reparations. I'm listening to a lot of them. And you'll have a lot of like European immigrants, South American immigrants, Central American immigrants, Asian immigrants. They will come into the conversation and they will bring up this point that has been spread for a long time. And the point is this: my family immigrated here. They didn't have anything to do with slavery, so why should I have to pay reparations? Even some of the wasps who were, his family has supposedly been here since the beginning. A lot of them will say, well, slavery was a long time ago. I didn't personally have anything to do with slavery, neither did my parents or grandparents, so why should we have to pay? I don't shouldn't have to pay.
California, probably the most craziest state. They passed this thing called slave reparations. California's going to pay slave reparations to people who were never slaves, to be paid for by people who never owned slaves in a state that never had slaves. That's like paying child support for a child you never had with a woman you never f***ed. It just doesn't.
And I have a rebuttal for those people, or a point that I'm hoping other people will use, because it is the only valid point. And the point is this: us Black Americans, we don't agree or disagree with your pushback on you shouldn't have to pay reparations. But what we will say is this: we're not asking you for reparations. We're asking, or demanding from the United States government. This has nothing to do with you. This has everything to do with the United States government. The United States government owes this debt. Where they get the money from is up to them. If they decide to come to you for the money, because they take it out of your taxes, take that shit up with them. If not, just mind your business. This has nothing to do with you. We're not asking you for the money. Nobody's coming to your house and knocking on your door saying, hey, you guys owe me some money. Hand over that money. Nobody's doing that. Nobody's saying that you personally owe the money. So mind your fucking business and move on. The United States government is the one that owes the money, because the United States government is the one that allowed it to happen, that used their military might to keep it happening and to ensure that it does happen. And they've also been the ones who've systematically worked since the end of slavery to disenfranchise Black Americans and to destabilize us. So we're coming to them for the debt. This is a debt that the government owes. Where the government gets the money from, that should be none of your fucking business. That should not be a concern of yours. Again, if they come to you asking for the money, well, then take it up with them. You go and deal with them. Don't bother us. Stop harassing us. Mind your business. Stop being jealous and trying to get a rise out of us. Nobody's talking to you. You don't have the money to pay anyway. Most of you live in squalor and poverty and anyway. So stop bothering us and coming into our discussions and saying and telling us that you shouldn't have to pay. We're not asking you for the money. We are not asking you. We are going to the United States government to get that money back, and the United States government is going to have to get it from wherever they get all the other money that they use. The money that they give over to Israel over and over and over and over again, the money that they give over to the Ukraine, the money that they use to attack other countries and bomb places, all the money that they give over in the form of incentives over to these other wealthy people, or the cut back, or the tax cuts and things that make sure that these certain people don't have to pay money. They're the ones that have to figure that out, and they have to get it from wherever they get that other money from. That's how it's supposed to work. And I get annoyed with people saying that, and also saying that it's gonna bankrupt it'll hurt the country. Dude, it's just the logic that people are incapable of using. You have a lot of these people that come online and they sound like they're very smart, or they try to sound very smart. And they're saying, well, the country, that's why we are in the position we're in now economically, because you have the government is just giving money out. You can't just get money out of nowhere. That's why we're going into a recession. That's why that you have inflation at the point that it's at right now. To those fools who are pushing that point, I have to say this. The reason we're in that position now is because the men and women who are, work as politicians, they're giving money out, and that money is being taken out of the country. So again, money is being spent and going over to Israel. The money goes over to the Ukraine. The money goes over to South America. The money goes over to Central America. The money goes over to parts of Asia. The money goes over to people who are outside of the country. Or they give tax benefits, tax breaks, incentives, grants, bonuses, all kinds of financial avenues to wealthy people like Elon Musk. Elon Musk, the guy that you guys all praise, Elon Musk then takes that money and funnels it out of the country as well. Because guess what? He has plants outside of the country. He's the one that wants to bring the Asian people over here to take a lot of these tech jobs because he can pay them less. What do you think those Asian people do with their paychecks? They send their fucking money back to their fucking homes. They send it back to the people in their own country to help their own family members and friends in their own country. So the government is sending the money to other countries, sending it out of our country. They're giving tax breaks and all kinds of financial benefits over to the wealthy, who then ensure that the wealth is sent out of the country. So the reason that we're in this position now is because the money is being sent out of the country. If reparations is paid, people like me, why would I send the money out of the country? I don't have family outside of the country. I have no vested interest in any other country. I don't own any factories over in Taiwan that I'm going to be sending my money to. I don't own any sugar fields in the Caribbean that I'm going to be sending my money to so they can operate to make me more money. My money would all be spent here. All the white businesses, white-owned businesses, they're the ones that the black society would be pumping money into. All the white-owned businesses that employ white people, they would be able to pay their employees money because the money that is paid to us in the form of reparations would be recycled back in when we, unfortunately, go into these white stores and spend money. So all that recession, there'd be another recession and inflation if they give out money. No, it would be recycling the money within the country. And the wealthy people don't want to do that. They want to steal your money for themselves and send it to another country. So all of you white people, again, because of your racism, you're not able to look at this properly and logically. And you're making these stupid assertions that black people are doing something to hurt the country. And by doing that, you're allowing the wealthy to continue to steal the money from us. So just mind your business. Don't talk to us anymore about that. We're not asking you for the money. You ain't got the money anyway. We're going to the United States government, and the United States government is the one that's supposed to supply us with the money. If the government comes to you and says, well, we're going to tax you for it, and you have a problem with that, go fight the government.